In today's digital age, social media has become a mirror, not always reflecting truth, but often projecting fantasy. In the pursuit of empowerment and visibility, some segments of Black womanhood have embraced exaggerated personas, questionable behavior, and loud online theatrics, often under the banner of liberation. But at what cost? What was once a movement rooted in resilience, dignity, and unity is now sometimes overshadowed by a disturbing trend: the rise of buffoonery masquerading as empowerment. From viral videos featuring public meltdowns, reckless behavior, or performative sensuality, to certain influencers who thrive on chaos, clout, and controversy, there's a growing divide between authentic empowerment and entertainment-driven dysfunction. This performative culture often rewards drama over depth, scandal over substance. The term sisterhood once signified solidarity, support, and shared strength. Today, however, it's often weaponized to defend dysfunction. Critique is met with cries of misogyny or hating, even when it comes from within the community. But true sisterhood should include accountability, not blind loyalty. Let's be clear, this isn't about respectability politics or telling Black women how to behave. It's about recognizing how certain trends contribute to negative stereotypes, and how internal critique can be an act of love, not betrayal. There's room for laughter, joy, and self-expression. But when those expressions consistently trend toward chaos, vulgarity, or narcissism, we have to ask, is this really freedom or just another cage, this time gilded with likes and followers? It's time to separate authenticity from absurdity. It's time for Black women to reclaim their power, not through delusion or denial, but through honest reflection, dignity, and the strength to evolve beyond the algorithm. Scroll through Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, and you'll find an overwhelming number of viral videos showcasing women behaving in ways that would have once drawn sharp community critique. Screaming in public, twerking in inappropriate settings, berating partners on camera, flashing wealth with no substance, or chasing alpha male illusions, these are now commonly shared as entertainment. More disturbingly, this is often celebrated and defended in the name of freedom and confidence. But is it really empowerment to act without self-awareness or regard for consequences? Or has clout culture confused visibility with value? The sisterhood shield, protection or denial. One of the key problems is the misappropriation of sisterhood. What should be a sacred bond of mutual upliftment, support, and honesty has become a protective shield used to deflect all critique. When someone raises concern about problematic behavior, they're labeled a hater, a pick-me, or worse, a misogynist, even if they're a Black woman themselves. This toxic version of sisterhood demands unconditional loyalty, not growth. It punishes introspection. It silences anyone brave enough to say, "This isn't helping us." True sisterhood involves accountability. It means encouraging one another to rise, not validating one another's descent into caricature and chaos. If Black women can't hold each other accountable with love and clarity, who will? The role of social media and capitalism. Let's be real. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram are built to reward extremes. Algorithms don't push balance. They push outrage, shock, and spectacle. This creates a distorted incentive structure where the more dramatic or ridiculous the behavior, the more attention it garners. For some, the clout becomes currency. That's why you see influencers proudly displaying dysfunctional relationships, telling young girls that selling images online is a career, or proclaiming soft life values while asking followers to fund their lifestyles. The line between hustle and hustle culture has become dangerously thin. Capitalism loves this. It profits off the commodification of the Black female image, especially when it's loud, sexualized, and unfiltered. But when the clout dries up and the world moves on to the next trend, what remains? Too often, it's a legacy of misrepresentation and regret. The impact on young Black girls. Representation matters, especially for young minds. When the dominant image of Black womanhood becomes a distorted mix of aggression, hypersexuality, and material obsession, young girls begin to absorb that. They internalize the message, this is how to be seen, liked, and praised. Without intentional intervention from family, mentors, and media literacy, this can create a damaging cycle. We're seeing a generation growing up more influenced by Instagram aesthetics than by intellectual legacy, more concerned with bad bitch branding than building a meaningful identity. The way forward, return to substance. This isn't a call for respectability politics, it's a call for responsibility. There's room for expression, fun, sensuality, and creativity. Black women shouldn't have to shrink to be accepted, but freedom doesn't mean a lack of standards, and authenticity doesn't mean imitating dysfunction.